it will grow. Obviously, if I give it methionine, it will grow. But it needs, the block is here for mutant number 2. If I give anything behind here, it cannot make, in other words, mutant number 2, if it makes cystathionine, it can go all the way.
So if you give it homocysteine, would it need the enzyme for
Homoserine,
homocysteine?
homocysteine.
Yeah, if you were to give it that, would it need the enzyme?
Let's look at the table and see. Mutant number 2, if I give it homocysteine, it grows. If I give it methionine, it grows. If I give it cystathionine, it grows. But what it can grow if I give it any one, all of those, because it's deficient for making, from taking this to this. Mutant number 2 cannot get there.
But you're saying if you add number 2 just to cysteine, it can.
Now, mutant number 2 is an organism growing on minimal media.
But what about 5? It's still missing if you look at.
Mutant number 5 is an organism growing. It will not grow on this minimal media unless I add something to it.
So when we're trying to figure out which mutant to use, like when we're working with methionine, we can only, like looking at the we can only use the one that's behind it. Like when we apply number 1 to methionine, it can only, if you use methionine, it will grow. Then we apply number 3 to homocysteine, it's like whatever's behind that, that's the only thing that can be on the chart in order for us to use it right there.
So let's say it another way. Mutant number 1, I can give it all of these compounds and nothing happens. I can only give it one compound. That means that I cannot convert homocysteine to methionine, right? I cannot convert homocysteine to methionine. I may be able to get all the way up to here, but I can't grow unless I can convert that to that. That makes sense. Okay, let's do it another way. Let's say that I'm in a car and I'm going from Nashville to Columbia to Pulaski to Huntsville. Let's say there's a roadblock at Pulaski. That does not mean that I can go to Columbia. I can go to Pulaski, but I can't go to Huntsville because there's something wrong with the road here. That means I don't have the enzyme to convert Pulaski to Huntsville. So the only way to get past that is that I clear up this roadblock. If I give, it doesn't mean that it can't go to Nashville, you can't go to Columbia. It simply cannot go to Huntsville. So the goal is not accomplished because I need to get to Huntsville. So if I don't get to Huntsville, there's a mutation, and we found out the mutation is right here. Okay? So that's one organism. But another organism may not have a mutation there. It may have a mutation here. So the road is blocked here. So if I can just get to Pulaski, I can go home. But if the block is here, I cannot get to. But if I clear up the block, I can get here and I can get here. All I'm saying is, for one mutation, it only has one mutation, and that's converting this to this. Now, mutant number 3 doesn't have a mutation here. It has a mutation here where if I get it past homocysteine, it can go to methionine. Yes?
I do not understand how you can get cysteine to cystathionine without number 5, too, without mutant number 5.
You say you don't understand how to get what?
You're getting cysteine into cystathionine with just number 2, but it's also missing number 5. Why do you not put 5 there too?
This mutant, This
This mutant has
homoserine,
5 that you've already added?
this mutation here, that enzyme
Yeah.
puts this together with
Oh, I
this
gotcha.
and makes cystathionine.
Okay, I
If
got
I
you.
don't have that enzyme, I can't put the two together.
Okay, so then that's why you don't need 5.
That's right. Yes, ma'am.
When you call it mutations, are they all organisms that are lacking a certain enzyme?
They're all missing one enzyme. In other words, mutant number 1 is missing one enzyme. Mutant 3 is missing one enzyme. Because obviously if I give it this and it grows, this is normal for mutant number 3, this enzyme, but it's simply got to get around this mutation. I guess I can answer your questions if you ask them. No questions, so you'll totally understand right now.
Well, let's wait till we see our homework.
That's right, because you got 3 problems to work.
Okay.
You have 3 of these to work. But that's the thinking about how to work through those. So this is, it's rather simple until you, what we saw, that's a branch, we had 2 4s. So this compound are put together to make that. Okay. And to do the pathway properly, not only do you have to draw this out, but you have to write the organisms involved. So we didn't finish all the organisms. This one, if I add this to what organism can I give this to, and it can go all the way to methionine?
Almost there.
What mutation is this? What organism has that mutation?
4.
4. So I would have to write number 4 here, because for number 4 has the mutation here, that if I add cysteine, it has all the genes, all the enzymes to go to the end. In other words, if I add cystathionine, because mutant number 4 can't go from, let's call it substrate, to this, but all the rest of the enzymes are normal. So it can grow if you give it all of those.
But it has, cysteine has 4. It doesn't have 5.
So cysteine, if I can't make cysteine, I cannot make this. But if I give mutant number 4 cysteine, it has all the genes to make the rest.
It already has it.
It has 4. It doesn't have 5, doesn't it?
This one, it can make this one. It has the gene for this, but it does not have the gene for this.
I'm confused.
Mutant number 4 has 1 mutation. It can't make cysteine. If it can't make cysteine,
But
it
14,
can't
4
make this.
is in it.
Boy can make this thing.
It can't make
It's
almost
5
anything.
that
Almost, okay.
Okay.
This should be number
I'm
4.
like, okay, I'm
I was with you till then.
I've had them turn around.
The other one should be 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So, this is mutant 5.
Is that right?
Mutant number 4.
Is that right?
Mutant number 4 is missing that. Mutant number 5 is missing this. So mutant number 5, if I give it cysteine, it can make the rest. And mutant number 4, if I give it this, it can make the rest.
Yeah.
So are we okay?
So how do we do the homework now?
That's it. So,
That's all we get? No, can we go through one together?
I don't have an extra one there.
You can use mine.
That's the one I did. I gave you that one example. So you can practice with the others and see if you can make them work. And because you have to turn that in next week. Let's go on to something else. So, let's see. Yes, ma'am.
I'm I'm confused